as kids head back to school, a heart checkup is a good idea, especially for student athletes. But since heart disease is the #1 killer of men and women around the world, it might be a good idea for the adults to get a checkup too. Modern Heart and Vascular Institute treats patients of all ages. General cardiologist Dr. Mayank Agarwal and pediatric cardiologist Dr. Joshua Quinones with Modern Heart and Vascular Institute are here to talk about early detection, prevention, and why a simple checkup can also warn you if a heart attack is even coming. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, so we talked about treating patients of all ages. Let's just start with you live it, you breathe it. Dr. Quinones, you were wearing some very special socks this morning.
Yes, since the last time I've seen you, my wife and I had a son, Caleb.
Aww.
And I like to wear him around, take him with me.
Yeah, oh, that is so cute. I love that. Okay, the Institute is really cool because you do treat from all ages. So from the very beginning, all the way to older age, kids and heart health, back to school is very important. But a lot of people will be thinking, wait a minute, heart problems and heart disease, that's for older people, that's not for younger people. There are all kinds of things that can impact the heart from an early age.
Yes, unfortunately, it can start at birth or even before. Some kids are born with heart defects, and we need to see them frequently to make sure they're not having any complications.
Yeah.
But even things like high blood pressure, high cholesterol that we often think of for adults are things that we need to keep an eye on early, particularly if you have certain risk factors.
We saw in the news over the last several years, this always happens, it's rare, but it happens, where there'll be a young student athlete that has a heart event on the field that can be deadly. And so sports physicals are just one opportunity to spot these type of issues. And going beyond what might be done in some offices, you all as specialists, of course, can look for certain things.
Absolutely. We're big on prevention, both for pediatrics and adult. But for sports physicals, we can do EKG, imaging, treadmill tests, anything that would be necessary or indicated to make sure that the student athlete is safe and to see if they have any kind of predisposition to those horrible events that we unfortunately sometimes see.
Explain the difference for us, because people say mistakenly, oh, that athlete had a heart attack on the field.
Yeah.
And in the last several cases that things happened, it wasn't necessarily a heart attack.
Correct. So a heart attack is more in the realm of my colleague, Dr. Agarwal, in that the coronary artery gets blocked and there's a lack of oxygen to the heart muscle. Whereas a cardiac arrest is a dysfunction of the heart that could be structural or electrical, and so it's more of a general term.
Yeah. Who is more susceptible in a cardiac arrest, and what are some of the symptoms?
So anyone with a structural heart defect, kids born with what we kind of colloquial think of like a hole in the heart or a leaky valve, something of that nature. But there are certain electrical syndromes that can be passed down that we can screen for with EKGs and family history. Yeah,
and certainly with those things, go ahead and get that checkup. All right. I mentioned earlier about heart disease, #1 killer of men and women around the world, and just like our first two segments, people go, well, I feel fine. Right. I don't have a problem.
Correct.
And all of a sudden, but you have the ability to look inside and go, you got a problem.
Right. So we're big into prevention. Our biggest goal is, hey, let's find a way to prevent a heart attack or stroke in a patient, and we have technology that kind of gives us ways to look at it before it's happening, with CAT scans and stuff like that.
Yeah. Untreated high blood pressure, as we mentioned before, can lead to stroke, heart attack, and kidney damage. It's all connected. There are other things that you can look for to say, look, if you don't change this, the heart sooner or later is going to give out.
Right. No, definitely. It's a holistic approach. We want to make sure that from your cholesterol, from your blood pressure, from your family history, there are clues that we can see and try to pick on early so we can prevent those heart attacks and strokes from happening.
Yeah. Okay, so what we can't control is our age, although I'm trying, and then your family history. But even with family history, I think sometimes when people hear, oh, it doesn't run in my family, they think they're completely free of it. But
right.
Family history plays a role. It's not the only thing.
No, I totally agree. And it comes down to the basics like diet, exercise. A lot of times we're seeing younger people with metabolic syndromes. They're coming in earlier with heart attacks and strokes, and we want to try to catch it early on.
Yeah, and COVID played a number on a lot of people, even young people, right?
Yes, ma'am. Unfortunately, it seemed to have a predisposition for some cardiac events, and so we're seeing kind of the repercussions of that.
Yeah. All right, Modern Heart and Vascular, your approach is you want to do the least that you need to do to still get the best outcome, right? So you help patients to avoid surgery and medication whenever possible.
Right, definitely. Again, our approach is prevention. Prevention's key. We want to prevent as much as we can from that perspective.
Yeah, all right. You have one of the things that people always need to is to make things convenient. Again, the convenience here is the whole family can end up under your roof somewhere.
Correct.
And you have several roofs, if you will, rooftops to go to. You have a new building.
Correct. We're excited about this opportunity. A new building opening up less than a month from now, so definitely looking forward to that in our Humble office.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go back to school's about to start, and again, that student athlete. Why it's so important for parents to at least have a baseline. It can be for any child, but especially for the student athlete.
Yes. So I mean, yeah, as kids are getting out there, it's hot. They're exerting themselves. It's important that they get checked and screened with their pediatrician, and if there's any concerns with symptoms, chest pain, shortness of breath, not being able to keep up with other kids, or any kind of family history that we need to look into, we're available. Kids and sometimes the parents need to get checked too.
The parents definitely, and don't just go by
and
looks. I can't tell you how many of my friends, like one of my friends goes, I'm a long distance runner, I have nothing to worry about. How many times have you seen that?
Oh, 100%. I totally agree. Though the people that are least susceptible are the ones that we find out something major is happening, and that's always looking for warning signs, even subtle warning signs like I'm having a little bit more fatigue doing my daily activities, or hey, I had this episode where my heart was racing for a few minutes, and no big deal kind of thing, but those are subtle warning signs that we want to try to catch early on.
The body tries to talk to us sometimes. We ignore it oftentimes. All right, Martin Heart and Vascular Institute is seeing patients of all ages, as we said, kids, parents, grandparents, and great-grands. To book an appointment with a board-certified cardiologist, visit them online at modernheartandvascular.com, modernheartandvascular.com. You can also give them a call at this number, 832-644-8930, 832-644-8930. They have multiple locations in the greater Houston area, and the new Humble office is opening soon.